In this video, I'm going to share with you the similarities between building a business and having a teenage son. So, having a teenage son is very much an emotional journey first. There's so much growth and change, and in many ways, they're learning about themselves as much as we are learning about them. And there are many challenges, and right now, obviously being stuck at home, but many challenges around the emotions that they express and how we respond to those emotions and how we work with them to understand those emotions so that they become even better adults. The reason why it's important to understand the emotions around our teenagers in relation to our businesses is there are so many similarities between the two. There's a stage in our business's growth where it's really becomes quite complicated and quite difficult. As business owners, we can really get emotional about what's happening. That growth is really painful and we are experiencing stretching. The business is growing faster than we can cope with, or growing pains, the whole becoming of a great business. Much like our children are becoming great adults through that learning period as a teenager. When you look at your children and you think about the emotional experience they're going through and you relate that to your business, when your teenage son or daughter is having a moment where they are all emotion, how do you handle that? How do you respond to them? How do you engage them so that they feel confident and secure to be themselves and to share with you the challenges that they're having? Think about that then in relation to your business. When your business is going through emotional and challenging times, how do we respond to the challenges we're facing in the business? How do we behave? What solutions do we look for? How do we embrace our businesses at that time when our businesses need us to find a way to help the business through those growing pains? A good example here would be, would you throw your business out in the garden when it's being a nightmare? Because you wouldn't do it to your teenage son when he is having real challenges. You'd find a way to understand and to be there for him. And rather than with our businesses going, this is too difficult, why can't we get this to work? Why don't we learn to look at our businesses the way we do our children? We love our children. We want them to be the best adults they can be, and we know they're going to go through these growing pains, and we help them through it. And sometimes we need to seek help. It's parenting, and we learn to work out how we work together to be the best adult it can be. Same thing with our businesses. When it's really challenging, embrace and engage others to help you to bring that teenage business into full adulthood in the way that you really want it to be. So the key takeaway from this video is I'd ask you to look at how you have parented your children through the age of wherever they are, through the teenagers to adulthood. Take time to reflect on the challenges you had at each step along the way, the school changes, how that was like, the growing pains, what that was like, the first day at school, what that was like. Take time to have a think about how you responded to those challenges, and then having written all that down and reflected on that, apply that to where is your business right now, and recognize in your business's growth where it is, relate across the way that you were able to handle and resolve the challenges with your children. Can you utilize that knowledge and skills that you learn bringing up your children in your business? And if that means asking someone for help or assistance, why not ask for help and assistance? Because at the end of the day, working together is much better than working on our own, and will enable us to get to that mature business. And the same way as with our children, when we asked our parents some advice, much quicker. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I really look forward to seeing your comments below.
I do like the way this is going.
Don't tell him, William, okay?
I will.
You will.
Oh.
It's all about. It's an emotional journey having a teenager.
Telling me.
Well, it is, and it's an emotional journey. And as for all the practicalities, it's an emotional journey first.